What's good, y'all? It's your boy Ali back again with another video. Today is May 29th. About to get into this pre-market analysis and see what we can catch today. Might win something, might lose, might break even. We'll see. Let's get into it. All right, so as you know, we started on a weekly time frame here. We already got our previous week's high, previous week's low marked up. Yesterday, after the market closed, we had NVIDIA earnings, and we also had the federal court that rejected the enforcement of Trump's tariffs. So the market shot up, swept previous week's high, and kind of retraced a little bit. So let's come down to the 4-hour, get a little bit deeper look at what happened here. So, yep, market had a big move, created a new high, so we have a new range. So this is our 4-hour range up top. Highs at 608 on ES. All right, and then our 4-hour low is going to be 890. All right, and we're going to mark our order blocks, and then we're going to mark our any gaps that we see. And off rip, I see a fair value gap close 932.75 FVGC. All right, and I'll come to our 1-hour. Looks like we got 2 breaks to the downside on our 1-hour, so our 1-hour is gonna be bearish. All right, and that's the 1-hour low. And let's get this discount zone from the bottom of the 4-hour range to the top. Boom, right here. We're already in discount, and this 4-hour fair value gap closes in discount. So looking to see what we can get. If we can get an entry right here, that would be nice. And let's see on the 1-hour. The same range from the top to current low. Fair value gap in discount would be right here, low 983.75. Yep, 983.75. That'll be the fair value gap close, actually. And then we have another one right on top of it, 985.25. It's a fair value gap open. And then we have another close right here at 990. Okay. So, where's our pre-market high? Pre-market high is also up here. Sorry about that. Pre-market high. All right, and then our pre-market low currently is right here. So we still got 18 minutes. Let's see if price comes down below this pre-market low. Let's see if we tap into this order block. Ideally, let's see. Ideally, we could tap into this fair value gap close in this order block. That would be like the optimal entry for me on the day. For the upside on ES, and for the downside, price would have to come up here and tap into one of these fair value gaps. Right now, I could take pre-market low right here as well. However, let's just mark out 940.5. Stop would be 935.5. There's a good chance that it could bounce from right there, you know, and give me a quick 2R or even a quick 1R. So I might take the pre-market low, and then if that doesn't work out, I'll take the fair value gap close maybe. But we'll see. We still have 17 minutes now, so let's get on YM now. All right, so same thing for YM. Oh gosh, there we go. Boom, boom. So we're gonna mark up We already got our previous week's high, previous week's low marked up. As you can see, YM did not take out the previous week's high yet. All right, so if we do go up, I would be looking to target that previous week's high. So let's see. Big pullback from that push yesterday. Already in the order block, unlike ES. So we can see that YM is relatively weak. All right, it's relatively weak. So ideally, buys would work a little bit better on ES. And sells would work a little bit better on YM. Ideally. So that's our order block. Top of our 4-hour range is going to be up here. Bottom of our 4-hour range is going to be down here. All right, and then high 778. Low 104. All right, no gaps. Only gap I really see is all the way down here, 947. Hopefully price doesn't get down there though, because I wouldn't be the most ideal entry. And the close would be right here at 857. All right. Then you'll come down to the 1 hour. We also have 2 breaks. So our range high on YM will be up here. And this is also the pre-market high, 745. All right, let's see. All gaps filled. Yeah, so no real gaps for the upside. The low currently right now on the 1 hour is right here, which is also the pre-market low, which is sitting at 204. Okay, so the range, you can already clearly see we're in discount on the 4 hour. And then for the 1 hour, let's see where discount would be up here. So the first fair value gap entry would be at 518. These are standalone POIs. Well, this first one may not be for 2005-24. These are kind of standalone POIs. The most ideal one would be up here at this 1 hour order block. That would be the most ideal one. And it'll be the last one in the last fair value gap in the 1 hour range. So I'll watch out for that one. And yeah, this is pretty much what we got right now. Not really liking any buys. So let's see, do the previous day's high right quick, my bad. Previous day's high is also gonna be up here, PDH. And then previous day's low is down here, PDL. All right. So yeah, I mean, I don't really like buys on YM. Unless actually we're already in this order block. I can see price sweeping this pre-market low and then bouncing. That is a good possibility. So I will be watching for that 204. But ideally, I would like to take a buy entry on ES. So we'll see. So possible long entry there. And I could also possibly take it at the previous day's low. I just don't really like that entry. It could work, but I probably won't take that if we do get down here. So right now, really just looking at YM and ES. Oops. All right, and that's pretty much it for pre-market. Let's see, this order block right here on ES, the fair value gaps are pretty much aligned with it. So I would like to get shorts up here if possible. But as of right now, I'm really only looking for longs. The spread for my stop loss is pretty small today, so I'm low-key thinking about doubling my risk doubling my stop loss size, not my actual risk. I don't know. We'll see. As of now, I'm bullish on the 4-hour, bearish on the 1 hour on ES and YM, and I'll let y'all know if I take a trade, and we'll go over it. And yeah. All right, so it did end up taking 2 trades. Took 1 loss on ES and then 1 small win on YM. So all in all, a small loss on the day. Nothing wrong with that. I did see something that could have gotten me to be in profit for the day, which is really just taking all the ES setups and leaving YM alone, which I am kind of leaning towards, just because ES has just been seeming way cleaner lately, way cleaner than YM, even though they might have the same chart setup. So that's probably a switch that I am gonna make, and I'll probably just end up using YM as a gauge for ES rather than like comparing the two and then taking one or the other, because my backtested data is really mainly on ES. I do have some on YM as well, but it's mainly on ES. So I'll probably just stick to trading ES mainly and then using YM as kind of a gauge. But for right now, I'm finna get this small loss off of my mind in the gym. It's one of the best places to come to every day, regardless of if you win or lose, but especially when you lose. So about to get this workout in and then get on that post-market recap. All right, we in the back of the rental with it. About to get this post-market recap before I go on another side quest. Let's get to it. All right, so today, the first trade that I took was the pre-market low sweep on YM, and this trade was a break-even trade. So what I mean by break-even is we hit my entry right here. We popped up, hit my 1-to-1. I sold 2 of my contracts here. And then I had my limit order to sell my other 2 up here, but as you can see, it never hit it, and then it fell back down. So I ended up moving my stops from here to my break even, and then I got stopped out around half R. So I made about 0.5 R on this trade. So that was the first one. I'm not really surprised, just because look at the pre-market, it was clearly trending down. So got out with a small win, right? And then in the pre-market, I said I didn't want price to come down here, but look how aggressively it reacted once we did. At this point, unfortunately, it was past my trading window, so I didn't take this trade. Even if I did, it would have got stopped out. And then it would have reversed back in my favor, so it is what it is. And the second trade was on ES, and I was kind of smacking myself a little bit because I mentioned that ES was relatively strong compared to YM in the pre-market, but once the market actually opened, YM was relatively strong, and it kept flipping. So I'm realizing that I don't need to base one off of the other. I'd be better off sticking with one ticker, like ES for example, which I think that's what I'm gonna do, just because it's much cleaner price action. I'd be better off sticking with one ticker and then using YM to gauge kind of the risk with ES instead of just flip-flopping back and forth between the two, because it kind of skews my trading data. So my second trade was this 4-hour fair value gap close within this 4-hour order block. We hit it, and then we hit stop loss pretty quickly, and then we got stopped out by just a few points just for it to reverse back to my 2R, and that's tough. That's tough. You can't really do anything about trades like this. It's just part of the game. Nobody can really accurately guess, all right, it's gonna go 1.5 points past my stop loss, then right back up. It's just impossible to guess. So sorry about that truck in the background, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Market kept trending down, bounced up from this previous day's low. Would have been a great trade right here, but it was past my trading window. So that's all we really got for today. I would have been up actually if I only traded ES. Today I would have been up actually. On the day I would have been green, but hey, it is what it is.
I'm looking more into my data heavily this weekend just to see my stats on ES and YM individually. And I'm pretty sure that I know what I'm going to find. Pretty sure that it's going to be ES that's showing, it showing to be more profitable than YM. And yeah, I'm probably going to make that full switch to only trading ES next week. But we'll see. We'll see. Keep you updated. But that's pretty much it for the post-market recap. And yeah.